Welcome, this is Scott Drake for Annuity News Now. My guest is Carla Freed, who writes in CBS MoneyWatch. If you happen to count yourself among the majority of baby boomers who fear outliving their money in retirement more than they fear death, it's time to break with American tradition. Welcome, Carla.
Well, thanks. It's good to be here, Scott.
You're talking about, I guess, the fact that more than two-thirds of Americans are claiming Social Security in what we term now as kind of early, right?
Right. You know, I think in the past there hasn't been maybe an awareness or maybe a need to really focus on you have options of when you can take Social Security. It can be as early as 62, and you can decide to wait till as late as age 70. And every year between 62 and 70 that you wait, the government will increase your eventual benefit. There's a payoff to waiting, a huge payoff that can be close to 80%.
So what does history tell us about it? It seems like people are probably working a little bit longer. I would imagine that they are going into Social Security later than they have been in the past.
Not really. It's pretty much, you know, we've seen this persistency of most Americans tend to take it right at 62. And I want to say there can be good reasons to take it at 62. You can't work. You don't want to work. You've got enough savings elsewhere. You figure, why not take it now while I can get it? There are very legitimate reasons for taking it early. But at the same time, I cover the retirement area at MoneyWatch, and I probably don't need to tell you, survey after survey points to the anxiety everyone has about their retirement. Baby boomers are scared silly, and I had referenced in this article from MoneyWatch a new survey by Allianz Insurance, which put the question to baby boomers, hey, what do you fear more, outliving your money in retirement or death? And it was startling, the percentage. Close to 80% of boomers in their late 40s said, I'm petrified, more petrified about outliving my money. My point is, if that's your concern, start thinking now about what you can do so you are in a position where you don't feel the need to take Social Security at age 62. Because if you position your retirement planning, if you either you keep working or you accumulate other assets you can tap between 62 and 70, and then you can delay when you take that benefit, then starting at age 70, you're going to have a benefit that could be 80% higher than what it would be if you start at 62. The big psychological problem with all that is everyone says, yeah, but, you know, if I'm eligible at 62, I want to take my money when I can get it. I've put in my whole life. I want to get it back, and if I wait till age 70, I might die. I might never get as much as I would if I had started at 62. Can't argue with that. You're absolutely right. All I'm saying, and every, retirement expert out there is saying, it's not about whether you're going to get back all the money, what we call the break-even point from starting later. It's if you think you might live a long life, wouldn't it be nice in your 70s and 80s to get a much larger Social Security check? Because that's buying yourself extra insurance.
It seems the way the economy is running now that there is now a little bit of a move to maybe not give us much of a choice until age 70.
Right, and we'll see what happens in the coming debates and everything. When I talk about age 70, I should point out that we all have what's called a full retirement age, and that's somewhere between age 65 and 67. If you're born in 1960 or later, it's 67. Everyone knows when their full retirement age is. If you don't, the Social Security website, you can pop your birth year in, and it'll tell you. At 62, your benefit is reduced between 20 to 30% from what you would get at your full retirement age. So for my full retirement age is 67. So at age 67, Social Security will pay me 100% of my benefit. If I took it at 62, they'll pay me 30. If I wait till age 70, so if I delay for 3 years, they'll pay me 124% of my benefit. The big issue with the debate right now is, gee, should we be moving that full retirement age which is between 65 and 67, should we gradually be moving it up to age, you hear various things, 68, 70. And I think that gets a lot of people upset. Well, that's not fair. You're going to make me wait longer to get my benefits. The truth is, we're all living a lot longer. And all these proposals are suggesting is over the past 60 or 70 years since Social Security started, our life expectancy has increased. And yet we've only had one bump up in the Social Security retirement age. It started at 65, and then in 1983 they started recognizing this problem or addressing the problem, and they said, gee, younger folks, we're not going to let you get your full benefit at 65. You're going to be 67. Now we're coming around to the same debate again, saying, you know what, from an actuarial point of view, because we're living so much longer, it really should be 70. And there's even some people out there, some retirement policy thinkers out there saying not only should it be 70, but it should be indexed to life expectancy. So if in the coming decades we continue to keep living longer and longer, that age, that full retirement age will also keep creeping up.
She covers the retirement beat for CBS MoneyWatch. She is Carla Freed. Carla, thanks for talking with us.
Sure, thank you.
This is Scott Drake, and you're watching Annuity News Now.